Good afternoon. Welcome to the tea table. I am so happy you've joined me today. And I'm seated down at Capitol Lake. It's so warm. It's Memorial Day weekend. And I have never had iced tea on the Tea Talk. And I thought this is the day. So, this is a cup for me and a cup for you. Tea for two. Well, I'm going to put my sunglasses on. The sun is so bright. It is Memorial Day, and it's a very deep weekend for many people when we pause to reflect on memorial, meaning those that have passed on, we remember them, and particularly veterans and those that have been given their lives over time in the war and the multiple wars. But it is also a time of remembering loved ones, those who we treasure in our hearts and have gone on, have passed on. And we all have many people waiting for us on the other side. The last time I was with you, I was several weeks back, and as I traveled on my journey, we met very unexpected circumstances, and I was planning on visiting my beloved sister, who I did visit, and she was gravely ill, and she has now passed on to the other side. And she is in the land that is fair and green and pure and peaceful. And she has gone on to receive her eternal reward. So it's been a very deep season for all of us. And she is my most dear beloved sister, Nancy Ruth Hansen. And I will later do a tea talk on her life because she gave so much to so many. And I want to reflect on that. But now I am still deeply grieving her loss, and I am taking time to reflect upon all that she gave to me so much. No one in the world could have had a better, more faithful sister. And I will leave it there. I know she invested well. She invested as a teacher in hundreds of children, taught kindergarten for years, and in her nieces and nephews, and many more stories. But I want to thank you on the Tea Talk who were aware of this. I thank you for your prayers. I feel them. And I really am so grateful for so much support, so many dear friends. And the Tea family is a family. You are all very precious to me. So I had never missed a week until the last 3 weeks. So that is why. But I want to tell you that I am in deep peace because I know Nancy, is with the Lord. And that is such comfort and hope into my heart. And at this Memorial Day, I'm thinking that there are many of you who are thinking of your loved ones that have gone on. And time does heal, but we never forget them because they are so part of us. And in life, it is the people we meet, the people we know, the people we love that makes our life what it truly is, the investments. We invest in each other whether we know it or not. And we want to always invest good in each other, and love, and belief, and kindness. And this little tea set is so appropriate. It's a French tea set. It can be used as French coffee or tea. And I chose to use it as tea today. Iced tea. And in the olden days, my husband is from Texas. He remembers when there really was no air conditioning in the cars, in the houses, and it was so hot. And what they lived on was iced tea. It cools you down and gives you a lift when you are so wiped out by the sun. So I thought that was really appropriate for our Memorial Day tea talk. And I think on Memorial Day, it's important to, if we can, visit the memorials of the people that have gone before, bring flowers, honor them, honor the memory. It's important for the younger generation coming up to see the honor we show one another. Whether we know it or not, we are all teachers because there are little people watching us, and our very lives are teaching the little people how to respond, how to relate, how to encounter. And so our lives are an open book. And whether we verbally are instructing, we instruct with our very lives, how we conduct ourselves. And that would make all of us want to be on our very best behavior. And I know that the best way to do that is to every day start your day with a prayer, asking God to help you through the day, to be a blessing to all you encounter. The Tea Talk is really about the power we have in just being us. We may think we have a very small platform. Even this YouTube channel, it's really a very small platform compared to what some people have. But little is much when God is in it. And I would rather have a little platform with a big heart. So we want to just know that even if you consider your platform is going to the grocery store, getting gas in your car, you are encountering other people and you do not know where they are or what they are going through. And you do not know how great a smile and a greeting is, particularly in our world. I think I need to look at you now. I found some pink roses and I put them in my hair, and I found them on my walk around the lake. They were just growing on the trees. They're a different kind of rose. I think I've seen these roses in California on the roadside. I don't know what kind they are. But I feel that I just felt I wanted to not let another week go by without talking to you and letting you know where I am and how everything is going. And this weather is so beautiful here. I came back from my trip after 2 weeks gone. When I left, nothing had bloomed in the garden. There were no roses. The roses were little stubs. In 2 weeks after the sun came, I have roses at my house. Everything is bushy and full. And that sun, to me, symbolizes good words, good influence, good positive response to others. It will help them grow. We had had so much rain, which is also important, but it wouldn't make the flowers grow. They just got wetter and wetter, but when the sun came, boom, out they come. So we need to shine the sun of our lives on each other and give each other good words and kindness. It is so important, so important. I met so many beautiful people on our trip. We went right across America, all the way through, last time I saw you was Wyoming. We went through South Dakota, into Minnesota, up to Wisconsin, down to Iowa. Everywhere we went, the people were beautiful. I didn't meet anyone that wasn't really so helpful, so kind, so sensitive. There's a lot of good in this country, and traveling that I-90 corridor, no traffic jams. You go for miles in Montana. I think somebody told me there's 20 sheep for every person in Montana. There's just the population is so low that there's about 4 big cities you go through: Missoula, Bozeman, Butte, and Billings, and that's really it on the 90. And they're not big in comparison to, what we would call a really big city. And so the people are very relaxed. They're not as stressed out. I could tell that. And everyone was so genuine. And then when you get to the Midwest, they call it Midwest nice. And I said to my son-in-law, I said, what I think the Midwest is these people truly live their Christianity. They do not just talk it. They are living their Christianity. Kindness to each other. There was orderliness, peace. We were really, really blessed in so many ways. I encourage anyone that you haven't done the I-90 trip. It's worth it. There you can get off and see, Mount Rushmore and the presidents. You can go up to Glacier. You can go to Yellowstone. And there's many other sites. There's the Crow Nation and the monument to Custer's Last Stand, and Sacagawea Hotel, Wall Drug Store, which is a unique place in the middle of everything. And it's a worthy journey to see our country. And it's about 2,000 miles to get to Minnesota from Olympia, Washington. So it was quite a long journey. But it was a very deep journey. And it was really a very important journey. So this isn't going to be a long tea talk today. I just wanted to connect with all of you and let you know I'm thinking about you. And I hope you have a beautiful Memorial Day with your family. And remember those who have gone before in whatever capacity you can. And tell the children about these wonderful forefathers and people in our families that made us who we are. You know, that's it. Nothing is in a vacuum. We have had so many people in our lives helping us carry our suitcases of life. I heard a beautiful minister, an Episcopal priest once speaking. He was very elderly, and he had come to speak at St. David's in Shelton. And he and his wife, I think they were in their 80s, they had come on the plane, come to the airport, and he said, everyone was so kind. We had so many heavy bags to lift. We couldn't carry our own bags. But people came along beside us and helped us get on the plane. And then when we got off the plane, they helped us again into our car. And he drew the analogy. That is what life is. There are always people in our lives that God will send to help us carry the luggage that's too heavy for us. They'll come alongside and help us. And we need each other. I encourage you, don't be afraid of receiving help when you need it. When you're in a situation and someone offers to help you, it is going to be their blessing to help you and your blessing to receive, and then give that in the future to someone else. Life goes on. And my mother used to say, we only keep what we give away. Isn't that a thought? Well, in the Bible it says, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. They're safe up there. That's an eternal bank. And how do we lay up treasures in heaven? By helping others, loving others, and helping them carry their luggage, if it's possible for us to help. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And I say, God bless all of you. My sunglasses back on. The sun is so bright, so beautiful here. And here is the iced tea. Maybe try to have iced tea this holiday. And you can make homemade sun iced tea by putting a big bottle of water with tea bags, and you seal it up, put it out in the sun, and then you serve it with ice. Pour lots of ice in it. If you want to sweeten it, you must sweeten it before you put the ice in. That's the one thing I learned years ago when I tried to make sun tea. I can see you better without my glasses. Well, I just say, God bless all of you. I pray whatever your needs are, whoever in your world needs some encouragement and needs some luggage help carry, don't be afraid to offer. And if you need help, don't be afraid to receive. Thank you so much for joining me today, and God bless you and yours. Have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend, and God bless all of the veterans and the men throughout all the years that gave, and women that have given so much to our country. Thank you. God bless. and I will look forward to seeing you next time.